guys! So today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy recipe. It is for peanut butter cookies, and the best thing about this recipe is it's only 3 ingredients. So let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need peanut butter, some sugar, and 1 egg, okay? So of the peanut butter and of the sugar, you're going to fill each about a cup. I don't have a measuring cup, so you can use a mug because that's usually around 8 ounces. And then we will fill this. So when you're using peanut butter, make sure that you use the smooth peanut butter. You could use crunchy if that's not a problem, but for the intention that we're going to do, it's just a lot easier to stir in with your sugar and your egg if the peanut butter is a little smoother. So if you don't have smooth peanut butter, try with the crunchy. It's not going to be in the world. Luckily, the peanut butter has so many natural fats that it makes it easy to cook with regardless. So whatever you got, use it. One thing I'm going to want to point out is while you're doing this, make sure you preheat your oven for the preheat process. And you're going to set the oven to 350 degrees. However, if you're in Europe, it will be 176.66666 degrees Celsius. So whatever continent you're in, that's what you should have it at. All right. So we have a cup of sugar. So we're going to put that in. So you guys can see. Now we have the peanut butter. So we're going to scoop that sucker in. Real nice. And then we're going to use the 1 egg. And then you're going to stir. And you're going to stir this for a couple of minutes. So at first it's going to seem like a crystallized mess like it does right now, but don't worry, just keep stirring and eventually it's going to make a nice dough. Like I said before, the peanut butter has so many natural fats in it that it will help it give that natural dough-like consistency. So if it doesn't turn out right away, just keep stirring. Okay, so we have our dough here, as you can see. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to get a baking sheet. So normally what you would use is parsnip paper on top of the baking sheet. I would highly recommend doing that because it makes it much easier to clean afterwards. However, I forgot the parsnip paper. So if you don't have that, it's okay. You could either butter your pan or you could use any type of oil that you have in your house. So once you have your pan beautifully laid out like that, you're going to take your dough essentially and you're going to make balls that are about 1 inch, so just like little guys like this, really small, and then you're going to lay these out on the pan. Okay, so now we have all of our little peanut butter balls on our pan. You want to try to separate them out as much as you can on the pan just because these will flatten as they expand in the oven. So once everything's on the pan, you're going to grab a fork and you're just going to put a little cute little dent marks in your cookies because it'll make them look prettier. One suggestion, if you have like M&Ms or little candies or something, one thing you can do is you can place those inside the cookies just to give it a little bit more extra sugariness. But if you don't have that, that's fine too. Like I said, I'm just doing the little fork here and they're going to be just as delicious. So we just need to finish our little forking process. Okay, so we are all finished with our little forking job. So the next step now is to put this in the oven. So we're going to open our oven here. Carefully. And we're going to leave this in here for about 8 minutes. Now, the time may vary depending on your oven. So what I would recommend is start with 8 minutes, take a look, and then adjust your time based on how the cookies are cooking in the oven, okay? Okay, so we are just about done. Actually, this is perfect timing. So we are gonna open the oven and just check to make sure that these are ready. Oh, it looks like these are. Okay, so it looks like some of them are, oh, well, I didn't mean opening, but that's okay. Looks like these are ready based on what I saw from the bottom. So what I'm going to do is carefully remove these from the oven. And I'm going to place them on this counter. All right, so now we'll just give it a few minutes to cool, and then we can enjoy our cookies. So we've waited about 10 minutes for the cookies to cool. So they're all done and we have plated them. So here you can see how beautiful they are. Look really nice. And now the only thing left to do is enjoy. So grab your cookie and enjoy. Thanks.